Hey guys, it's me again, Jay the Black Filipino TV. This is one of my favorite restaurants here right now, especially right now while I'm in Calapan. I've been here probably 10 times already. I've only been out here for like a little more than a month, but I've been in literally this restaurant almost 10 times. You know, I love coming here. But today, I want to talk about this topic because you guys definitely want to know about this. And this is what I see while I'm in the Philippines. And this topic is why things go wrong for expats in the Philippines. This topic has been touched on by other people, but I want to share my thoughts on this because this is something that you guys are going to have in the forefront of your mind. Okay, I need to look out for this. What does I need to look out for? A lot of you guys already have it covered because a lot of you already know how to tread lightly. Also, a lot of you already watched tons of my other videos, so you know what to look out for. But this is going to be why do things go wrong for expats in the Philippines. Now, one of the things is, and this happens a lot, when you come to the Philippines, and for some of you guys, you're going to find that the Filipino is dating you for one sole purpose. Now, most of them are. Of course, most of them want a man that can provide stability. Understandable. Of course, it's going to be for the money. But that's all it is, okay? And a lot of times you can tell. Like, you can see women in the streets, and it tends to happen with much older men. Like, and I'm not trying to say that all Filipinos take advantage of older men. I mean, of course, if you're with someone for quite a while, say if you're with them for a month, 2 months, you're gonna start to like them and even eventually love them. But a lot of times, and I see it like, say, especially when I was in Manila, you see an old guy walking around the mall. I remember it was this guy, I seen him walking around the mall, right? Older gentleman. And I've seen him at least 5 times. And I would see him sporadically. And he'd be walking, and his Filipinos walking way ahead of him. And I'm sure there's people out here that see that. Now, those guys tend to find themselves bumping into issues to where, you know, the Filipina is always looking outside of the relationship, meaning, you know, she's always more concerned about family, more concerned about pretty much everything happening outside of her relationship. And so you'll find those Filipinas that are looking to always go to their family's home. And of course, every Filipino loves family, but still, it's OA. And OA is the thing they say out here, overacting, like, not overacting, but it's like overdoing it. Like every day, okay, I want to go to my mom's house, I want to go to my sister's house, I'm going to this person's house. Doing everything except for talking to you, listening to you. When you're in a situation and your woman's not talking to you, they don't really enjoy you, you find yourself pretty much in a down and out situation because the woman's always looking outside, and you're gonna find yourself having a hard time with that woman to where she's actually disobedient towards you. And what I mean by disobedient is doing everything, of course, you wouldn't want a woman to do. And it can happen. And that's one of the ways things can go wrong. Things can go wrong, and of course, many of you guys already know this is a number one no-no. But it can happen, where guys end up dating and marrying bar girls. And I'll tell you how it happens. There's a guy who find himself in a bar, and I'm not bashing guys that go to bars, you know. But what happens is, they're in the bar, and they're in there with a woman that really know how to cater to a guy for the time being. So what happens is, a lot of times you'll be there and you'll find women that are approaching you because, of course, any woman wants to get out of the bar, and she knows that you can provide that for her. So what happens is, you know, the guy ends up in there and he's getting the best treatment he's ever got in his life, and because Filipinos will cater to you, so, and they're very good at it. So, you know, he meets one of the professional, what do you call it? What do I call Filipinos? I call them doctors, love doctors, right? The guy comes out there, never had love in his life, and not even that, never had love in his life. You know, maybe he was in the U.S. and he can't get love now. Maybe he's, you know, because a lot of times in the U.S., it happens, a lot of gentlemen get rejected. They get rejected and overlooked. Here in the Philippines, you know, you'll find a woman that's going to pay more attention to you, that's going to be all about you. So what happens is, if you let that happen in a bar, that's when you find yourself in trouble. And it happens, guys. It happens to guys every year. here in the Philippines. You know, so if you're gonna be one of those guys that goes out in the bar, just make sure you keep that in mind. You know, not to get too involved, not to start to become serious and develop serious feelings, because you'll find yourself hurt. Because you have to think, these girls, all they know is a hard life. All they know is how to get $1 out of you. A lot of times these girls that are in a bar, it's promoted by their families. It's actually welcomed by their families, because those girls provide a living for their family. So, you know, you'll be in it with a girl like that, and then you'll find yourself miserable, because it'll be the same situation like the first scenario I explained, where she's definitely not all about you. She's thinking about everything else. And then not only that, you don't want a woman that at any given time, their mind frame is another, naturally. So you find yourself in serious heartbreak, and it happens. Guys get out here, fall in love with bar girls, and that's something you do not want to do. Now, another one is the drinking. The drinking, it's crazy, you know, and a lot of guys come out here and all they do is drink. You know, you find guys drinking at 9 in the morning, you know, 9 in the morning, or even to me, drinking at 12 is too early. You know, that's a saying though, as far as drunk. I was a drunk before. The saying is, you know, after 12, it's all for a game. Once it's the PM, right? Not really. You're just a drunkard, and you don't want to get caught up in that. You know, you definitely, when you get to the Philippines, if you're drinking, you know, I'll be honest with you guys. I'll let you know what happened before. And like a lot of times, you bump into guys that end up being super trolls, you know? All they do is troll, and they go in expat communities and look to troll different people. And the reason why they're doing it, because they're drinking and they have nothing to do in the Philippines. Don't be that guy. You know, don't come here, nothing to do, you know, just drinking, because most mistakes happen from drinking. Of course, that's why you can't drink and drive. So you definitely don't want to bring that to the Philippines. I mean, you know, that's why I make sure to get out every day. And my goal is to develop my body, to go outside and exercise. You got to pick up things like that more so than the drinking, because it happened to me. You know, I got out here, was drinking every day, and what I found was I wasn't as productive when I was drinking. And see, a lot of times you think you're productive. Like I remember I would drink, right? I would drink at night and I'd be working. And it was crazy because I felt like, okay, you know, the drinking is helping me sleep. Right now I don't drink, I sleep like a baby. After I'm done working, I'm sleep early. I used to stay up until like 12 p.m. here, which was like 12 a.m. in the States. I was sleeping like I was in the States. And then I wake up like around 5, 6, and the day's over. It's already nighttime, and I wasted a whole day. And then some days I sleep earlier if I had to go out somewhere, but then still I was wasting my life out here in the Philippines for years. And I know you guys are surprised. I made tons of videos too, but you know, I wasted time. I could have done a lot more. Because when I stopped drinking, if anyone's noticed, I stopped drinking last February, and I started uploading every day, because you know, me not drinking created more productivity. But what happens is, those guys, they drink, all they do is look to troll. They have nothing to do, you know, drink, go sit by the bar, even go to different bars and go be around bar girls all day, or hang out with their friends. And you see it all the time in Manila, you know, guys would get with their friends, and a latte, go sit by the bar and just drink and just throw back beers from 12 to 5. Then 12 to 5, either they go inside the bar or go look to do something else. You know, it can happen in the Philippines, and it will happen. And I don't think that should be a reason why you're looking to come here, because what'll happen is you're wasting your life. And I see it all the time with Filipinos here. I did it myself. I'm not trying to bash Filipinos. I'm not trying to bash you guys. I'm just saying that leads to destruction. And I remember there was an expat. I talked about him a couple of times in the videos. And, you know, he had serious problems, heart conditions and everything. And he continued drinking. He actually passed. And some of you guys may know who he is. I forgot his name, but he was an older gentleman. He passed, and it happened because he met his demise, you know? And it's a sad situation. I don't like to bring things like that up, but it can happen. It actually happened to an expat that made videos. So, yeah, guys, definitely, it can lead you to destruction. Don't come here and drink, because that'll be a demise. You guys remember about the mother and the son that got shot in the head? It recently happened, maybe about 6 months to a year ago. And it happened, not because he was drunk, but this can happen if you're drunk. Out here in the Philippines, people go by their own rules, and some people really just don't care. I seen the video of the guy, the mother and the son was just going, nah, 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 nah. And they shouldn't have been doing that, but the guy turned around and said, pop, pop, pop them both in the head, right? Pop twice. And it was the most cold-hearted thing that you ever seen in your life. Have you actually seen the video? Super cold-hearted. I got my toge here. I'm about to tell you, this is like egg rolls. Lumpiang toge. It can happen, because it happened to them. And, you know, you got Filipinos out here that just don't care. The guy was a cop that did it, and RIP to him, you know, God bless the dead, because he actually passed from complications in jail. He recently just passed. And, you know, I'm sad for anybody passed. I'm sad he did that, and I'm sad that he passed. It's a sad situation. But the mother and son just acted up, and then they were taunting him, and then they said, nah, 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 and then he just popped them both in the head. Now imagine around a Filipino that has a gun by a club situation where these things can happen from you drinking. And a lot of guys like to get drunk, hang out in a bar, and then some guys come here too, some Americans get here and they're slick with the mouth. There's a thing with the Filipinos. They differently, they operate differently, because the Filipino won't say nothing, but he'll be super upset, okay? And he'll be driven to kill you. Just like the guy shot the mother and the son. That happens all the time here. And it happens to foreigners. Foreigners end up finding themselves in serious situations from drinking around Filipinos and being all out of sorts. Also, you definitely want to make sure to control your anger in the Philippines. You know, you don't want to be the guy to get into a fight out here and end up in jail. I'm not trying to brag by saying this, but me, for instance, that's like, say, I'm imagining myself, like I'm pretty strong, okay? And I'm scared to get in a fight with someone. I don't think I will ever do it, but I'll be scared, because I'll be scared that I will end up hitting somebody, punching somebody in the face, hitting them in the wrong place, and going to jail. Okay? It's not that I'm scared of people. Sometimes you need to be scared of yourself. Okay? And what you can do to someone, because that's danger as well. So you don't, like, I always think of that, like, I don't want to get in a fight with someone, hit somebody in the face, hit them, and then they die, end up in jail. You never know what condition somebody has. You never know how old someone is, because it's really, in the Philippines, someone can look like they're 30 and be like 60 years old, because it's the same a lot of times in the States. Like, some of you guys probably think I'm a little boy. You know, you guys probably think I'm in my 20s, but I'm 40 years old. I'm a grown man, you know? So that's like, say, even so, I could be 50, 55, you know, because I have a cousin. My cousin is 45 going on 46. He looks like he's in his 20s as well. So you never know with Filipinos how old someone is, what conditions somebody has, and you never know. And then what happens is, because some Filipinos are very outspoken, and some Filipinos will snap on you, and I'm scared. I'll be scared that I'll get into an altercation, hit somebody or hurt somebody, and end up in jail for the rest of my life. And in these jails out here, you do not want to be in these jails out here. Worst jails in the world. Guys, you can see it online. I'm sure some of you guys have seen them. You've seen the videos. Like, I think it's South Cotabato jail, places like that. You don't want to go to. Even jail in Manila. Jails out here is worse. Kay's hometown, same thing. It's like everybody trapped in a small space. And I think they do it purposely, because it's so much space out here in the Philippines. I'm sure they got space to put more people, but you keep it uncomfortable. People, if they finally get out after 20 years, that's the thing, guys. You don't get out. You don't get out. You get your case seen in like 15, 16 years. There's people on small crimes in jail for 16 years when they can get out. If they were in the States, they would get out in 2 years. So think about that. You don't want to find yourself out here in the Philippines stuck inside of a prison, because for things like murder, you know, you just don't want to see. You just don't want that to happen. So yeah, guys, I saved that for the end, because not only do you have to worry about other things, you have to worry about yourself as well. I like to make these videos as reminders. I added all of the things that happened, because I talked about these things in separate videos a while ago, But I'm adding all in this for this now to let you guys know the dangers and the things you really need to look out for and things you need to avoid while in the Philippines. So yeah, guys, definitely take this and understand it and take it in and hold it in your head, and don't forget it, because you'll find yourself out here and this is not our land and you can find yourself in serious trouble. But Filipinos are the coolest people in the world, and you'll make some of them your friends, but then still at the end of the day, you know, you have to tread lightly with that too. And I've talked about it, but still, yeah, guys, all in all, it's a great place to be, but you definitely need to be careful. Thank you for watching this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, be sure to buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/JTBF. I'm about to tear this down here. Guys, this is like the duck sauce right here and the egg rolls. And baby.
It's good.
Like a veggie egg roll.
Only 68 pesos.
Get another video soon. Make sure to stay tuned. Also, be sure to check out the live stream. I got a live stream coming Saturday and Sunday. I'm making my live streams interactive now. I'm gonna start talking about more than just Philippines content, my live streams. Just to bring you guys together. Like, I want this to really be a community. Also, be sure to become a member of my channel. To be a member of my channel is like $2 to $3, and you know, we'll invite you into the Discord. And in the Discord, you guys got to see it. It's a lot of togetherness there. Guys talking back and forth about their plans, what they're going to do here in the Philippines. And the great thing that I like about the Discord is just bringing us together. Okay, so what I see back there in the Discord is guys are talking with each other. They're inspiring each other. They're becoming motivated. And they're talking about their plans to come to the Philippines, and it's just a big ball of inspiration. So if you want that inspiration, also if you want people to be able to conversate with when you come to the Philippines, and people to be able to point you in the right direction for things, be sure to become a member of the channel and join the Discord, guys. At max is $3. I'm gonna bring that price up soon, but I'm leaving it the same for now. So yeah, you mix it here. So you eat this here straight up. I like to eat it straight up. But you usually make it. Yeah, that's Tay. Are you single, Tay?
Taken pa.
Oh, taken.
Taken?
She's
Why?
taken.
How young are you? You're only 18?
23.
Wow, 18 years old.
She's look young.
Yeah, 23.
So she's taken, guys. Sorry. This here, that's my dish. See, this is when you eat in the Philippines. You can find some food that's not, you know, it's fattening, and you find it prepared well. I always find food prepared good in the province. It's weird. In Manila, it's like hit or miss, but out here you can go to restaurants everywhere. The food is like, it's like that. And I'm sure it's not every province, but this one, oh man, in Calapan, it's no joke. This is I eat here like once a week, and he cooks the food, and I see all the time. I think she's the worker slash manager slash I don't know, and then I think she's the manager, right? Yeah, she's the manager. Yeah. So now I like eating here. Very good food, guys. When you come to Calapan, definitely stop by Names. Food is always fresh, always good, always well prepared. And these are the people here.
Yes.
Peace out. The thing is, I don't get paid. I don't get paid tomorrow. I want the money. If I like to eat somewhere, I like to eat it. And I'll let you guys know. I don't want to get paid for any because I'm going to start bashing places. So, of course, I don't want money. Bashing, but I'm going to tell the truth about places. I'm start telling the truth. I'm not going to hide it anymore. Like, we ate a lot of places in Manila, we held our tongues. We're not holding our tongues anymore. But really, in the province, though, it's weird. You don't find bad food that much. I'm sure at some places, I hear a lot of places you'll find it, but I haven't yet. I haven't. But guys, with that being said, thanks for watching. See you next video. Peace.